Your life has to feel like a choice. The things you do have to feel like they're yours, whether it's suffering, whether it's pleasure, whether it's joy, whatever it might be. If you feel frustrated, if you feel like you're not where you're meant to be, maybe you're aware that you have more potential, maybe you're aware of aspects of yourself you want to lean into more, but you're not because of environments you're in at the moment, because of behaviors, habits, different things like this. Authorship is the most fundamental shift in the way that I've lived my life and growing up. It's part of growing up, right? But it's fully growing up. So many people continue their lives into adulthood still living in a way that they haven't truly aligned with. When I say aligned with, I'm just talking about it feels true to you. So much of what we do growing up, we're told to do, right? The education system in itself is a system you are put through, you didn't ask to be there, you don't have a choice, and then you're judged on a set criteria when in reality everyone has individual unique properties that make them valuable to the world, and not in a profitable way. Valuable to the world in the sense of they're valuable to each other. We can enhance this experience of life for each other. And because we live in a potentially late stage capitalist society, we're reaching the point where this is no longer paying off for people, right? The resources are finite. They are hoarded by the minority, which then gives them more leverage to hoard more of the resources. And there is no simple solution. Now, I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole of late stage capitalism today. What I am going to talk about is how you can shift your life to feel more fulfilled, to feel more content, to feel more empowered in the day-to-day, in the simple things that you do with your life. And this video isn't going to be too long. What I'm going to say to you is quite simple, and it's you need to make choices. You need to start deciding and taking action. Stop constantly pre-thinking everything. Stop having things as hypotheticals in your head that you're trying to work out before you step into them, right? Because you cannot know how things pan out until you do them. And then when they do pan out, whether it's good or bad, there's always the payoff. When it comes to self-growth, nothing is truly bad, because all it does is it provides more fuel for us to learn from and grow from, right? The experiences you've had in your life are now lessons for you to grow from, and this is such a shift in my perspective. Life is full of lessons. It will keep presenting you with lessons, and it will keep presenting you with the same lesson in different forms if you don't heed the call to learn from it. You have to step out. You have to say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to take this job, I'm going to start acting in this way because it feels true to me. Because what happens then is the suffering that occurs because of that, the fulfillment that occurs because of that choice, it's now yours, you own it. Suffering is bearable when you own it, okay, when it's yours. When we're living a life that we feel like we haven't even signed up to, and our day-to-day is something we feel like we're just a passenger in, which is how I felt for many years of my life, you struggle to attach a meaning to anything that occurs. Because you're kind of like, well, why am I here? Why has this happened? But you have the power. This is the most important thing. Realize you, no one else, no one in your life is going to give it to you. No video is going to give it to you. No one day is going to walk up to you and explain it, maybe, even though I might be trying to. You have and always have had the power, the only power necessary to take charge of your life, to embrace your life, to embrace who you know you are, to embrace who you know you can be when you live in a way that is aligned with you and the things that you want in life, right? The things you value, the people you value, the experiences you value, and hardships are guaranteed. This is the problem. We stay stuck in comfort. We don't make the choices because we're scared of hardship, right? We're scared of pain, we're scared of suffering. You cannot go through it and receive the benefit of the payoff, of the pleasure, of the happiness, fulfillment, contentment without this period of suffering, of loading. But you're going to face that anyway, so why not choose to do it? Because when you choose to go through things, you're empowered, okay? When you choose to go through it, it makes sense to you. And I don't mean that suddenly a puzzle piece within the universe clicks together, although you could say that metaphorically. Within you somatically, it now makes sense, okay? There's so many examples you can use for this, right? We can go to a deeper example, like having children, right? You have children, within you it somatically changes that now these beings are more important than you, you have a purpose for them to grow and live and thrive beyond yourself, okay? A simple one, pick cold showers, right? The act itself, sure, you can say cold showers are good for your immune system and these kind of things, but actually within that moment, you're choosing a small action of putting yourself in discomfort. And it builds this capacity to face life's discomforts and to face the hardships, but own them as who you are. I've just lived so many years of my life up here, in this hypothetical, anxious, made-up world where I try to pre-think decisions without realizing the experience is the whole point. That's the whole reason you're here, is to go through that experience. And when the bad thing happens that your brain is trying to protect you from or whatever, you realize it's not bad and you survive that. You survived it, okay, and you stayed with yourself. And each time this happens, it compounds. You compound, and the person you're meant to be is formed in this world. And yeah, so that's what I would like to leave you with today. Take action and watch it pay off, but choose. You choose. You are the one who decides for your life, no one else. Not the media, not social media, not your friends, not your family, not what you've been told, not what you've been conditioned. Within you, you know how it feels. You have that awareness. You're aware there's more to this story, your story of life. And it's time to tune into that. So yeah, make a choice and take action today. Thank you for watching.